Alright, for slide 25, we have two lifeguards. If they pull on the raft in the same direction, then the forces add up and they give us a net force of 354. If they pull in opposite directions, then the net force on the raft is going to be 107, but it's 107 to the left, so we're going to make that negative. So to the right, 354 is positive. To the left, 107 is negative. This is our free body diagram that shows the forces acting on our boat. And now we are going to get our equations from the free body diagram. So our first equation for the top, our net force, which is 354, that's equal to the sum of force A plus force B. For our second equation, the net force is to the left, so that's negative 107. That is equal to, force A is to the left, so force A is going to be negative. And force B is to the right, so force B is going to stay positive. So we have two equations and we have two unknowns. We are going to have to solve one of these equations to plug into the other. So let's go ahead and manipulate the bottom equation. So if we move this around to solve for FB. So FB is going to be equal to FA, we're going to move to the left-hand side, so FA is going to become positive, and then we're still subtracting 107. So this is what force B is equal to. We're going to take that and we're going to substitute it in here in place of force B. So now I'm going to have 354 is equal to force A, and then plus, we'll have our parentheses. And so inside our parentheses, we have force A minus 107. And then close off our parentheses. All right, so we can add like terms and clean this up a little bit. So force A plus force A is going to give us 2 times force A. The negative 107, we're going to move it to the opposite side. So that's going to become 354. Instead of subtracting 107, we're going to add the 107. And that's going to be equal to 2FA. So if I'm solving for FA by itself, then we're going to add, let's see, 354 plus 107 is 461. 461 divided by the 2. The 2 is coming from the 2FA. All right, so if we go ahead and divide that, then we're going to get our answer for FA. So FA is going to be equal to 230.5. All right, that's one of our answers. We'll wait and see which one that's the answer to. To solve for FB, we already have the equation for FB. It's the one over here on the left. We now know what FA is. FA is 230.5, and we're going to subtract the 107. That means that force B is going to be equal to 123.5. That is our second answer. Now, let's see which one goes where. So the first one's asking for find the magnitude of the larger of the two individual forces. So the bigger number, that's our answer for part 1. Part 2 is asking for the smaller. So the larger answer, the bigger number goes for part 1, the smaller answer goes for part 2. So the bigger answer for me, this is my part 1, and then the smaller answer over here, this is my part 2. That's it.